I'm now joined by the Director of Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Sani Kokasheka Usman, who is in our Maiduguri studios. Major General Kokasheka Usman, good evening and welcome to Weekend File.
Kiran, I'm Brigadier General, not the Major General.
Right, thank you for that correction. Thank you indeed. Now, but can you give us a true account of the attack on the troops in Metele, and what are the efforts being put in place to check the unfortunate misinformation making the round?
So sad and unfortunate that our troops came under enemy attack on the 18th of last month, and we suffered casualty, as we mentioned. Sadly, we lost 23 gallant officers and men, and of course, 31 of them sustained injuries. And in respect of the efforts, we are trying as much as possible to make sure that, first and foremost, we give timely and accurate information of all our activities and operations bearing national security concern. And then secondly, we have gone a notch further to identify where those fake news and fabricated stories are coming from. And definitely our legal department is taking steps to make sure that all those involved will be, taken to, court. Then apart from that, we are also making sure that we educate our troops and make them understand that it is the work of mischievous elements in the society, not overall society, because honestly, these fabricated casualty figures being bandied all over the place has greatly demoralized our troops, and it has wider implication to national security and their will to fight. Therefore, we call on all Nigerians to understand that Nigerian Army is always open, and we are there for the Nigerian people to ensure that we perform our constitutional duties, especially as regards to the fight against terrorism and insurgency. And we are doing it diligently to the best of our ability, and to ensure that we carry the people along in terms of information dissemination accurately.
All right, thank you, Brigadier General Kokasheka Usman. Now, what do you say to Nigerians on the commitment of the Army to clear the remnant of Boko Haram terrorists? Of course, in terms of having the adequate infrastructure and, of course, equipment to deliver.
We are doing the best we could. And I can rest assure you, right now, the Chief of Army Staff and the entire hierarchy of the Nigerian Army is with the troops. Today, we have been to various locations, and we have been talking to them. In fact, the Chief of Army Staff had one-on-one, talk with them, and they bear their minds, and we see where the problems are. And to the best of our abilities, all the necessary equipment, ammunitions and arms are being given. But people should understand also, this is a democratic system in which procurement and, of course, funding of defense-related issues takes such a long time. Take, for instance, the issue of the $1 million approved recently by Mr. President. Up to now, the process is ongoing. The Ministry of Defense is still pursuing the matter to the point that when it is done, the armed forces will definitely get more equipment, more arms and ammunition. But for the time being, what we have and what has been procured over the last 2-3 years is being used judiciously.
All right, we wish you well in your undertakings. Thank you so much for being part of our program this evening. That's Brigadier General Sani Kokasheka Usman. Thank you indeed once again. You reached us all the way from Maiduguri Network Center.